ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 5 of Mortal Kombat 11, and today we're going to be playing as Jade. However, we gotta actually point out something from Steve Brenan, because this is something stupid he said during the game's development. You know, Steve Brenan, the guy who also not only made the costumes for MK9 on back, but also some of the sexy costumes from MKX. And also hired models to pose for them. Willingly, by the way. Not only does that slap them in the face, but the Crypt in Mortal Kombat 11 and MKX also slaps this line in the face, because all those sketches were scantily clad, big-breasted women. Fuck off, Steve.
You reach your dad yet, kid?
The network's still down. I hate being so far away. Dad must be climbing the walls.
Be patient. You'll get through.
I know my dad's still alive, but it's like I'm seeing a ghost.
You and me both. But they aren't ghosts. Oh, they're definitely real.
Can this get any more bizarre?
Oh, come on. Damn it. Come on. Come on.
Really? A reference to Red Dog? But that's not even the biggest issue. The biggest issue is Jackie, before Raiden left to meet the Elder Gods, should have went and had him to teleport her here to get Jax in the first place.
Jackson Briggs. Do not fear. I have come to offer you a new life. A better life.
That's awfully generous, seeing as we never met.
We have not met. But I know you. How valiantly you have served. How horribly you have suffered. That was not my plan for you.
Your plan?
You were to retire distinguished, not in disgrace. Years from now, General Jackson Briggs. More importantly, your daughter was not to serve, nor endure the same tragedies you have. Your home should be filled with grandchildren. Help me. And it will be.
The Tarkatans, long extinct, have also returned.
Shao Khan will seek them out. He relies on their power.
Kotal scouts tracked a Tarkatan war party to the Kai Tian's lost hive, Devora's ancestral home. Her hand in Shao Khan's escape makes that our starting point.
Please advise me of what you learn. I must consult with the Elder Gods.
When do we leave?
Your duty lies elsewhere, Princess. I need you to enlist Queen Shiva. Her support is critical against both Kronika and Shao Khan.
Surely you can...
Queen Shiva does not trust me. No Shao Khan has since my bloody battle with Goro.
Shiva's always respected your opinion more than anyone's. When she hears you support Kotal, she'll join us.
If that is my duty, so be it.
Thank you, Princess.
Are you my friend or his consort?
It was my idea, Kitana. It's in your best interest. Succeed with Shiva, and Kotal will pledge his loyalty to you. There's no bond more sacred to an Oshtek like him. I remember when we could ride like this alone.
My life has changed as Outworlds come. Thankfully, you have not.
You haven't changed much either, despite the years. You're still the same noble warrior I met in Shao Khan's court. And now you're Khan. I'm surprised no woman has claimed your bed and become your queen.
Many have tried.
Yet they failed. Why?
None of them were you.
There are fresh tracks leading into the hive. If Shao Khan's in there, he'll be difficult to find. The tunnels are endless.
Set fire to them. If he's hidden, he will be smoked out.
Kotal, we don't know who else is in there. By the gods, it's true. This is what I become. Blame your loyalty to Kitana. It led directly to our death. Then so be it. I would not trade Kitana's friendship for anything. It is pitiful you choose servitude. She and I fight side by side against Shao Khan. His oppression cannot stand.
Now, let me put this perfectly clear. I understand a ninja hood would be the best solution for a female, but here's the thing. Female ninjas wear scantily clad clothes to distract the enemy so that they can focus on their body parts instead of their fist. I'm talking about the enemies. This works on both men and female. However, the only reason why Jade and many of the female characters had breast reductions and got covered up was not because of the fact they were targeting a sensible audience. This is an M-rated game, for God's sakes. What they were doing was purposely trying to be grifters and appease grifters. Whether it's grifters in the FGC, grifters pretending to be feminist that managed to sneak into gaming, or grifters in the game journalist outlets. They were only appeasing grifters and splitting apart the fan base, and I don't like it one goddamn bit.
When called for a higher purpose, we must serve.
You will bleed for your betrayal, Devora.
This one acts only for the Hive's survival.
is mine.
Incredibly boring and forced relationship aside, we now meet Devora, Kotal Khan's first, and the woman he slept with. Ew. By the way, that's one of the other biggest problems with realistic proportion. This woman. Everyone else gets covered up. This thing ends up in the most scantily clad outfits. And that is the most disturbing and ugliest thing to ever exist. Yes, Devora comes back and is even more of a menace than what she was in MKX. Do I still play as her in MKX? Not necessarily. But they actually did nerf Devora and then rebuffed her. Like, her insects used to actually do quite a bit of damage when they explode in contact, but they lowered the damage only for her meter burn that she just did to actually do residual poison damage. So other than that, Devora really hasn't changed much. And to be perfectly honest with you, she could have just stayed out of the game. Really. Been in captivity somewhere or anything, it didn't matter. And then I ended up getting hit with the damn fatal blow. Even then, it's not gonna save her, because I'm going to fucking kill her. Because fuck Devora!
Wish to survive? Tell us where to find Shao Khan.
Ghosts of my past. Devora spoke the truth. We are outnumbered.
Give me a few of your best soldiers. We'll infiltrate the camp and search for Shao Khan unseen.
What you propose is dangerous.
Of course it is.
Barkat, wakat nak Shao Khan, Kolkata trabajar.
Wakaka Turk, Wakakata Reda Kotal Kanak.
Tohana, takana aki tarakata. Ne. Trakati.
No.
Parga.
It's all right.
Parga
I won't harm you.
Neti otonokora.
We're looking for Shao Khan.
Shao Khan. Bagdare Shao Khan.
Please. We only need you.
With me!
and still you exploit others to rise above your station.
I have risen to my station, Jade. Before Shao Khan raised me up, Outworlders despised the Naknada. Now they fear us. Tell me that is not progress.
Alright, Collector is a new character for this game, and the only thing he's got going for him is his 6 arms. And he's his owner. Why is he his owner and not a rushdown? But whatever the case, he's basically got his knapsack, and he also tries to drain energy from you and give it to him. I'm pretty sure he has one of those moves, and he also has that combination there, which cost me my goddamn perfect. Did he get buffed? I'm pretty sure he did, because he used to be slower than what he was. But for some reason, the FGC likes Collector, and by default, I hate him. Because, quite frankly, the only thing he's worried about is taxes and revenue. Also another reason why I hate him. But whatever the case, crushing blow, he's dead, done.
Fear and respect are not equals.
Line them up. Execute them.
Kotal! This is cruel. Many didn't fight us. They are children.
You forget. In my time, they joined Melina in rebellion against me.
These aren't the same Tarkatans, Kotal. A better Khan would offer them a warm hand, not cold steel.
Alright, I'm just make this a long story short. These two are not compatible. Jade actually did have a free realm, and with Sindel and Katana was protecting it until Armageddon. Kotal Khan is a despot despite the fact he claims that he's a benevolent ruler. I mean, for God's sakes, he tried to sell out Earth to save his own behind. And on top of the fact that he was the reason why Shinnok, well, one of the reasons that Shinnok was free in the first place, because he stole the amulet from the Special Forces after they got it from Melina. But the point that I'm trying to make is, there should be no reason these two should ever be lovers. The only reason is because the gender studies students, honest to God, wanted to have a ship. These guys are the most incompatible ship ever. There could be other people, but you know what? This guy fucked Devora.
Your heart has hardened, Kotal.
It is too late.
Blame yourself for the Elder God's deaths, Raiden. Your actions have irrevocably altered Kronika's golden balance of light and dark. Shinnok's decapitation was the capstone.
You are a paragon of virtue. You should wish evil vanquished.
I abide my mother's will.
You were begotten by Kronika.
As was my brother, Shinnok. The darkness to my light. Nature demands equilibrium. Balance is perfection. You have stepped out of your role, made that balance impossible. That's why the new era holds no place for you.
You will not succeed.
Kotal Khan is captured, Raiden. The combined might of Outworld and the Netherrealm will keep your forces at bay, while my mother finishes her work.
Do not underestimate Earthrealm's warriors.
You are right to have been fond of these mortals. They were good souls.
And that, folks, was Cetrion, goddess of useless, or should I say elder goddess of useless, who sat on her ass for a multitude of games and did absolutely nothing, while Raiden, despite being the god of useless, actually did try to do something, albeit it backfired in his face. And speaking of backfiring, you know that whole make Cassie Cage look strong? It's gonna backfire tremendously because it's gonna come to the expense of her father. It's Johnny Cage's story in the next chapter and in the next part. See you guys next time.